Welcome back to Road to Fire. We're a family of three documenting our journey to fire, financial independence, retire early. Let's review our March passive income report. I will outline our current sources and breakout, include our side hustle income with real numbers like always, so please hang with me. This month, we hit an all-time high in our passive income report. I am so excited by how much passive income we were able to receive in March. We have been tracking our passive income, not counting our investment growth, for almost a year and are finally seeing great momentum. Again, it really does take time to build wealth, so patience is key. We have tried several different passive income ideas, scrolling through YouTube, trying new ideas, and I think we've finally found our simple strategy for this year. Last year, it felt like we were all over the place, testing and trialing methods which worked and didn't work for us. I'm happy to say that our approach will definitely be focused or narrowed moving forward. The goal is to have all of our passive income pay for our core expenses to make transitioning towards work optional after hitting FI possible. So here's how we define passive income. I know this definition is fluid and everybody perceives it slightly different, but this is our definition. Passive income defined is earnings or money derived without being actively involved. Basically, this means your income comes without active work. The only way we're able to retire early is if we have sufficient amount of passive income to help subsidize our expenses. I really wish I learned about passive income back in college, as we would have started building our plan earlier. So let's jump right into it. Here is our passive income report for March. Our graph is finally balanced. Ideally, we'll have an even split across each of our sources to make sure we are adequately diversified. So first, we received $1,200 from rental income. This has been consistent since November, and our tenant just reached out to potentially sign a new lease for next year, which is awesome. More to come on that. I'm curious, any landlords in the comments, let me know if you're raising the rent year over year. So the second source comes from Google AdSense, which came in at $246.85. YouTube pays you your earnings in the following month. So what I earned in March won't be paid out until the third week of April, just as an FYI. So I put out 8 videos in March, and that's about $30 per video, which is not really a good accurate measurement, as you can still earn from your old videos as well. But it's the benchmark I use. Keep in mind these are all pre-tax dollars. Then we received $78.13 from cashback, and this was heavily driven by the high ticket items we purchased last month. We got a personalized hand massager as well as a new laptop for myself. For Ibotta, I got $3.55, and that is way lower than normal as I avoided Target last month, or at least tried to. So we usually get all our snacks from Target, especially for my son, and that's when I usually use the Ibotta app. So interest on our Capital One savings account came in at about $9, which is about the norm for us. We have about $33,000 in cash with them, which is down about $10,000 if you look at our average over the last 6 months. Affiliated marketing came in at 0 this month. It's 0 because I haven't found a product I want to root for yet, but more to come in the future as I'm working with a couple of partners right now. So our seventh source comes from dividends, and that's where I see our biggest gains month over month. We finally got our quarterly dividends payout from our stocks, and it came in at about $850. I am so excited about that. I can't wait to get this to about $2,000 each quarter. But here's a snapshot from one of our accounts. Right now, all of our dividends are reinvested into the market, but that might change when we hit FI. But share your favorite dividend stocks in the comments below. We'd love to add a few more to our watch list. So in total, we received $2,386 of passive income in March, and I'm absolutely happy about that. So how did our side hustle income go last month? We are always looking for ways to increase our income because it will help us increase our savings rate, thus cutting our years to FI. So this month, we sold not a single item on OfferUp. I did add a few other items on other platforms, and they did get some requests, but I was not happy with the offers overall. Not in a hurry, the items are just sitting in our closet, and I know they will sell, just a matter of when. Now, number 2 is surveys. I earned a whopping $249.81 on surveys last month, which is crazy. It was my highest month yet. Now, did I have to do 150 small surveys? Absolutely not. I was selected to be in a health forum for the last 4 months or so, and that platform gives me about $30 to $40 a month to answer a few questions here and there, mostly about COVID-19. The rest I earned from a platform called Prolific. Now I don't have a link to share, but just type in the name below and get started. Now, there are three things I love about Prolific. First, you get paid in cash and in pounds straight to your PayPal accounts, so there are no Tango cards or gift cards that you have to transfer to a certain retailer. Second, they give you bonuses based on your submissions, so you are incentivized to do and answer honestly, which is perfect. And third, they are international and they give you a lot of pre-screening opportunities to a lot of global surveys overall. Just last week, I talked to a researcher about COVID-19 and how it's changed my life for about 30 minutes and I was paid 25 pounds. I actually enjoyed the chat. It was almost therapeutic for me. So check it out if you want to make income at home with minimal work. But I know we are still well below where we need to be for our target for Q1 so far. But in total, in March, we brought in $2,635 in additional income outside of our W-2s, which I love. So the biggest changes month over month are from these three key areas. First is Google AdSense, which increased by about $50 due to higher views on a few of my videos. So thank you guys so much. Hoping though that the algorithm gives me mercy and picks any of them up, but I'm not holding my breath. Then we saw a near $850 increase on our dividends, and that's expected because most of my dividends are paid out quarterly. I am trying and looking to find more balance here and hoping to find a few monthly paying dividends in the near future. And then we saw over $100 increase on our surveys, so these three areas accounted for nearly $1,000 shift or increase from February. One caveat, though, is that because our dividends are paid quarterly, I do see April being a lower month overall. Unless something miraculous happens with YouTube, you just never know. So here's our passive income trend graph. This shows our passive income number in the last 4 months. Our goal is to get our passive income to about $2,000 a month consistently by the end of the year. I will explain why in a second. But right now we are averaging about $1,819, which is not bad. If we keep going at what we are doing, we will hit our goal this year for sure. So in December, our passive income was just over $1,900, and that was driven by higher than normal YouTube income. For February and January, we hovered around $1,500 even, and then in March, we came with an all-time high of over $2,300. Now, this does not include our side hustle income as that is tracked separately. Yes to small momentum and finally seeing some growth and change over our passive income month over month. So VDADX and VTSAX are dividend funds or the two funds where we get the most dividends from each month. About 6 months ago, we started shifting our dollars into high yield dividend funds to start bringing in more passive income. In Q1, we brought in about $865 in dividends, which is about $285 a month, which is not too shabby. I was a skeptic when it came to dividends, and I felt that you needed a portfolio of over $400,000 invested to finally start seeing good numbers, but that's not true. All the little investing we have done month over month to build our dividend portfolio is finally showing. I would really love to get this to about $350 a month. I have no idea if that is attainable or not, but I know that the minute I make something a goal, the easier the target becomes. It's like once I write it down, the goal becomes alive. So just to put things into perspective, our March passive income would have been able to cover 12 line items in our April budget. That is huge. But because we reinvest our dividends, this was not the case. But you can see how impactful this income is to our overall plan for FIRE. We've only have to be able to pay for our childcare, partial car payments, tithe, and mortgage if we use all of our passive income and side hustle income for the month of March. Now, I can't wait until we get this to cover all of our expenses, but right now we're shooting for $2,000 average, and then we'll go from there. I love to see this number grow month over month because it just makes me feel that FIRE is even more closer. So I did a mini Q1 financial goals review in my last video, and I'll link that here if you want to get into the details. But one of our goals this year is to have our side hustle income reach over $15,000 in 2021. Now we knew this goal was lofty, but wow, I didn't expect it to be this hard. So as of right now, we have made about 10.4% of our goal, which is way behind where we need to be as we need to ideally be closer to 25% after Q1. So our side hustle income year to date has been about $601 and our YouTube earnings have been around $971 overall. In total, we brought in just about $1,500 in side hustle income, which isn't bad, but definitely not where we need to be. I will say the April YouTube earnings have started off strong, so I'm hoping this will continue to pick up to help us get closer towards our goal. Now, out of all of our goals, this is the only one that I'm not confident in. I personally didn't think I'd be saying that, but here we are. We will now focus on dividends and real estate as our key passive income sources. We've tried affiliated marketing, digital products, drop shipping, and so forth. I still want to give drop shipping a bit more time, but dividends and real estate is working the best for us. To be honest, it's the easiest path in my opinion. I don't personally see myself as entrepreneurial, so I really wanted to find a strategy that required little to no effort or startup effort. The goal is to find and hunt for more dividend paying stocks and start building our second property down payment sinking fund. Now, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Until next time.